I request Vice Principal, Music Coordinator, and convener of the 7 days curriculum program, Dr. C. Nandakumar, to upload and show for the pieces on the social days. And reserves for the graduation. Now we can move on to the technical session one. So,
good afternoon, all. It's a great pleasure for me to be present in front of you, talk things and share my experiences on e-content development and deployment. Even without my voice would be audible to everybody, but it will take some time to about this. So till that time, I will do this. So actually, I have planned to present the session for maybe 1 hour. But though there is only 30 minutes till 1 hour, I will try to compress the information which I would like to say whatever possible to do this. Actually, there are all of you know about this. Just I will give you, I have planned to present this session in 3 parts. The first part is about few theoretical knowledge which a teacher should keep in their mind. For this the present scenario or the circumstances. The present circumstances of education. So I will just give the brief information, small compressed information for just 10 minutes, and then I would like to show you how to develop e-content in this the circumstances, in the present educational circumstances. This is a very rapid development process. Okay. There are 2 different ways of content development. One is the professional way of content development, which we see in terms of the videos like videos or topics and all. But there are also other kind of content development, which is rapid development, which is suitable for all sorts of educational institutions which doesn't have full-fledged infrastructure. So I will show you how a rapid content development can be done. This is the second part of my presentation. And third part of the presentation is how to deploy the developed content on a platform. All educational institutions should have a platform called learning management system. And many of you would have heard about this word, and some way or other way you would have used this learning management system. But I will present which one is very popular, which is used mostly all over the world in many educational institutions. And also, in addition to the content deployment, that is content distribution, what are all the other things that we can do with the learning management system? That I will demonstrate you in the third part. The first part is theory, and second part is rapid e-content development, and the third part is deployment of the distribution of the developed content, and also how to use the learning management system for other teaching learning processes. Right. So now all of you know that these are all the different learning environments that is available at present. Once upon a time, particularly before the COVID-19, years before, we had only the physical classrooms. But now we have virtual classrooms and recorded videos, kind of online courses, and hybrid classes and blended classes. You know, the physical classroom is where the students and teachers present same time, in same location. And virtual classroom is the one where the participants and teachers be at different locations, but it will be presented at same time. Virtual classroom is an imitation of physical class. Okay, virtual classroom is an imitation of physical classroom. But what I think is it is presented online to video conferencing tools like Google Meet or Zoom and all, Microsoft Teams and all. Right. And the fourth one, which is hybrid, is the way how this conference is conducted. See, some of you are participating in physical mode, some of them are participating in virtual mode. So, making the availability of both the ways of learning, both the learning environments simultaneously is called as hybrid. And blended learning environment is the one where the teacher chooses what topics will be conducted through virtual mode, what topics require the students to be available in physical mode. Okay. So, for example, if you take a subject, and if that subject consists of 5 units, assume that first unit has 10 topics. The teacher will decide which are the topics among those 10 requires the students to be present physically in that location, and which are the topics can be taught through the virtual conference, virtual classroom, and which are the topics that can be conducted through the recorded videos. Okay, so the teacher will decide that, and in that way, the teacher will conduct the class. That type of environment is called as blended learning environment. Okay, so simultaneously making available is called as hybrid, and choosing which one is best for different topics is called as blended learning. Now, the third one, recorded videos type is becoming popular, and you would have also experienced that, and all of us, the teachers, are encouraging the students to participate in online courses, particularly on Spike portal, NVT portal, and all. And if you see the online courses conducted in those platforms, the contents distributed to the students are recorded videos only. Okay, first itself they will record the videos, distribute to the students, and they will allot certain time for discussion, and that timing is only for those clarification. Okay, so this is how the recorded video learning environment happens. And this is called as, this particular setup is called as flipped classroom setup. I think some of you would have heard about this. What is flipped classroom? Do you have any idea about that? Have you heard about this term, flipped classroom? Okay, so flipping the normal classroom. What happens in normal classroom? The teacher will decide which topic will be covered in this 45 minutes or 1 hour. And first, the teacher will present that topic to the students, maybe for half an hour. And then the teacher will provide an opportunity for the students to interact and ask doubts, maybe for the rest of the 30 minutes or 15 minutes. This is what happens, isn't it? But flipping the classroom, which means, see, the first 30 minutes, the teacher is going to continuously present the topic, isn't it? And during that time, the student is not going to interrupt the teacher. Okay, so why should we waste the precious physical classroom setup for that 30 minutes? Instead, we can record that 30 minutes, and before the class is conducted, like yesterday itself, let us distribute that to the students. Whenever they feel convenient, let them watch that 30 minutes and come to the classroom. Inside the classroom, the teacher will not present the content. Instead, only the discussion will happen. Okay, so flipping the classroom. Okay, so earlier the teachers are presenting only inside the class, but instead now what we do, we provide the content prior to the class, and inside the classroom we will interact only. Okay, so what is the advantage of this? See, we cannot substitute or we cannot use this flipped classroom setup for all the topics. Number one, and also you cannot use this one for all the type of educational system. For example, you cannot use this entirely for school education system. In school education system, you should conduct the classroom. Okay, only then you should ask the students to interact with the teacher. But as far as the higher education is concerned, what we say, we should encourage higher order learning, which means, see, you would have heard about Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy, and there are three domains: cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. Okay, and most of the learning, teaching and learning inside the classroom is happening under the cognitive domain only. Okay, so in cognitive domain, we say there are different levels of learning. Okay, different levels of learning. The first basic level is remembering. Second level is understanding. Third level is applying. Okay, and the fourth level is analyzing. The fifth level is creating. Okay, and okay. So justifying and creating, and we say analyzes, justifying, and creating levels of the higher order learners. Higher order learners. And remembering, understanding, and applying are the lower level learners. Okay, what it means. See, for example, if you if you want to make the students to remember the capital city of all the states of our country. Okay, so what you will do, you may repeatedly make the learners to memorize what are the states and its capital. Okay, so immediately after the memorization happens, if you ask the learner what is the capital of Tamil Nadu, immediately they will recall from their memory and tell that it is Chennai. Okay, so this is the basic level of learning, which is remembering. Okay, so like this, the Bloom's taxonomy says there are 6 levels of learning, and higher order learning is justifying and creating. And particularly in higher education, we should motivate the learners to acquire that skill, okay, or that kind of knowledge. See, for example, you may say how to copy the records or personal records of a person from their email ID without knowing. Maybe see this class teaches them how to copy or take the personal records of another person without knowing or without the knowledge of them. Okay. See here, maybe we would have taught to the students at what context we should do this. Okay. So the student or the user who does this job should justify according to the ethics. Okay, so see, simply we should not take the other personal records and use it for our personal use. Okay, maybe he is anti-social element. Okay, who is working against the society, and only at that point of time we should ask them and take their personal record. So at that point of time it is good. Okay, if you take the same personal record for our personal use, then it is bad. Okay, so how bases justification upon learning so many things on ethics and also basic knowledge. Okay, so this skill is called as justifying. So before doing this work, he himself should justify whether this job what he does is good or not. Okay, so this kind of learning has to be promoted. The higher order learning has to be promoted. So what we say, this higher order learning can be promoted only when we make more discussion inside the classroom instead of just a teacher talking to the student. Okay. So now many of the classes are regular physical classes are replaced by this flipped classroom setup where we provide the recorded contents prior and inside the classroom we make monthly discussions. Okay. Okay. So this is what happens in the online classes. Okay, and for your information, slowly even the physical classroom setups are turning into the online classroom setups. Okay, so in future, not in future, maybe near future, maybe this will happen in 6 months or 1 year and all, you will be doing this one. Okay, how the people does in Swire portal and all. So in Swire portal, how the teachers distribute the content and they come for doubts clarification on certain days. Like that, you will also be recording the contents and distributing the contents to the students, and inside the classroom you will be just discussing it. Right. So let us see what is the content. I am telling regularly a content. See, there are so many videos that are available on YouTube. Okay, that we call all are educational content. There are huge number of text and images and videos available on internet. Can we call all these contents as educational content? No. Okay. See, the content is called as educational content only if certain educational theories, learning theories, instructional theories are applied in creating that content. Okay. So I will also tell you few things, few theories which we should keep in the mind. Though we will not elaborately see those things, just I will briefly tell what are all the things so that you can learn later. Right. So that is called as learning content. And you should keep in the mind in the present scenario. Let us assume a video as a content. Okay. See, in Swire platform, in online course, the students watch a video that plays for 10 minutes. That we say that it is produced according to the learning theories and instructional theories. So it is an educational content. How it is prepared? It is prepared by combining various multimedia elements. What that happened is, first the teacher will present in front of the camera. Okay, maybe at one stage or continuously in 10 minutes, the teacher would have not presented that entire time. He would have rehearsed or he or she should have repeated several times. They would have completed the entire 10 minutes video. Now, the video editor will be removing the unwanted parts and just sequentially arrange the wanted needed part and they arrange it for 10 minutes. In addition to that, the editor will also add certain background music or logos or any other images, and in certain places the editor will also add the text information, like when the presenter comes on the screen for the first time, maybe the name of the presenter, designation of the presenter and all. So that is text information. So what we call the text information is a basic multimedia element. Okay. And the raw footage which was recorded when the teacher talks in front of the camera, the raw footage is called as multimedia element. The logos of the institution or any other images related to the content which is inserted there, that is also called as multimedia element. Several multimedia elements are combined and edited into a 10-minute video, which is called as multimedia content or educational content. Okay. Okay. So now there is a concept emerging called as package, which is called as multimedia package or instructional package. See, in Swayam platform and all, in Swayam platform, say if you have any doubts, you can stop me anytime. Okay, let us get clarified and then we can come. See, in Swayam platform, what they would do, they will take the first module. The first module may consist of 5 topics. If they have produced 5 videos, straight away they will upload all the 5 videos into the platform. Okay. See, now the students will watch that video in any order. Number 1. Number 2, sometimes the student may not completely watch that video at all. Maybe the student will not watch entire 10 minutes and jump to the next video. Only they will watch 5 minutes and they will move on to the next video. Okay. Or sometimes they will open the video and close the video. The system will say that the student has watched that video. Okay. So, in order to avoid these kind of circumstances, we come up with a concept called packaging. Those 5 videos will be packaged into one. That package will force the students to watch that video. Maybe in between, questions will also appear. Okay, so only after answering those questions, the student can move to the next part of the video. So, like this, for packaging, we use certain software, e-learning software and all. I will demonstrate that software here. One such software is called as Adobe Captivate. Okay, there are other software like Articulate Storyline and all. Right. So now in coming days, the multimedia content will not be distributed simply as such. It will be combined into a package and distributed to the student, and on which it will be distributed on the learning management system platform. Okay, so I tell you regularly the content. See, there are 3 types of content, but on the online course platform and all, we see only one type of content. 95% of the online courses provide only one type of content, which is called as absorb type of content. See, there are 3 types of content: absorb type of content, do content, and connect content. The absorb type of content makes the users, learners to read, watch, and listen only. And this will make them do exercise, experiment, and discover, like virtual labs. And this type of content will make the learners to interact with the real environments, maybe in office itself, or we will provide a project work kind of things where the teacher, the student will go to the real-time environment, collect the data, and present to us. Okay. See, if you get a video which is offered in Swayam platform, so that video only makes the users to watch and listen. If you provide a PDF file, it will only make the learners to read. So it is an absorb type of content. Okay, but we should also produce do and connect type of content also. See, in producing these content, there are 5 stages. Actually, there are several models that we use for producing the contents, and I took one such model called AD. Okay, analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Just like that, sitting in front of the video camera and recording the video doesn't make it as a e-content. Okay, so we should prepare the content through these stages only, but we do not have time to discuss all these stages. Right. Now let us come to the content. What should be, how many hours of content should be prepared for one subject? Okay. See, this is not the approximate or just a suggestion. This is the one which was given by UGC. Okay. So what UGC says for online courses and all, If your course is 1 credit course, you should prepare 30 hours of classroom teaching, or you should engage with 30 hours. For a 4 credit course, 120 hours of classroom teaching, which should consist of all these parts. Where we call this as fourth quadrant way of providing the online courses. Fourth quadrant way of providing the online courses. The first quadrant is e-content, which is video. Second quadrant is tutorial, is text, PDF or PowerPoint presentations. And third quadrant is making interactions. And the fourth quadrant is the assessment, maybe internal examination, external examinations, and also final examination and all. Now we were talking about this part only, e-content part. Okay. See, totally I told you 120 hours for the entire credit course. The UGC says 20 hours of video should be provided for one subject, one 4 credit subject. 4 credit means 100 mark subject. Okay, so these are all the other aspects. Okay, so if you take interaction, synchronous interaction for 24 hours, asynchronous interaction for 12 hours. We don't have time to discuss all these things. So just I will skip and go to the next. That this is the structure. See each video. See, let us say totally 120 hours for one 4 credit course. So I told 20 hours of video has to be prepared for one subject. If your subject consists of 5 units, then for one unit you should prepare 4 hours of video. Okay, can we create a video which runs continuously for 4 hours? No. UGC suggested a video can be maximum of 8 to 10 minutes only. Okay, and also you should provide 1 or 2 minutes of video for each unit, which is an introductory unit. And whenever the unit completes, you should also provide conclusion video. Okay, so these are the course structure. And UGC even says what are all the different instruction methods we can employ in creating the video. See, lecture video. In lecture video, we can create on-camera lecture, classroom teaching, slideshows, informational films. On-camera lecture means just the teacher will come in front of the camera, talk continuously for 10 minutes. Maybe in between they will show slides for few minutes. Okay, that is on-camera lecture. Classroom teaching. A real physical classroom is recorded with a video camera, and unwanted parts will be removed, and that will be provided to the students. Slideshows. The PowerPoint slide will appear on the screen, and background voice will come as an audio. Maybe the teacher will come in one corner, maybe one corner. Most of the videos on slide platforms are FDP and portal and all comes on this format only, slideshows. Okay, and demonstration. You know what is demonstration? It is the lab and all. When you want to teach the students how to work on an experiment, lab equipments, the entire thing will be recorded, edited, and provided. That is called as demonstration video. Collaborative video, making 2 or 3 experts to sit and talk about a topic. Okay, and the entire discussion will be recorded and provided to the students. That is called as collaborative video. And now let us come to the learning theories. So as I told earlier itself, we will not discuss in detail, but keep in the mind that there are basic learning theories like behavioral learning theory, cognitivist learning theory, constructivist learning theory. So what these theories is how the learners learn. These theories describe how learners learn. Okay, actually, by knowing or unknowingly, we are all employing these theories inside our classrooms. Okay, so we will employ a different method when we teach theory classes, a different thing when we go for practical classes and all. Okay, so when we teach certain topics, just we will inform the students and leave it. And when we teach certain topics, we will ask the students to discuss among themselves. Or we will keep a small test, or we will make the students to interact with the teacher. We will ask for it. So, like this, we use different learning theories inside the classroom. So, we should employ those learning theories while we record the video also. That is what we would like to say. And we should also keep in the mind about learning styles. There are three popular styles in learning, which are visual learning style, auditory learning style, and kinesthetic learning style. Okay, so this says that how different learners prefer to learn. Certain learners will not be interested to read or watch the video, but if you provide just in the form of audio, or if you ask the student to interact with another student just by listening to their talks, they will learn. Okay, so those learners are called as auditory learners. Visual learners are the one who learn through the video or read from the books. Okay, so when we prepare the content, we should keep this in mind. And also the right hand side, which I told you earlier, cognitive, affective, psychomotor, which are learning taxonomies. Okay, so this is the way of writing learning objectives. Okay, so for each and every video, first we should write the objective. I think you know what is objective. Even in our syllabus, at the beginning, we give objectives of the entire course, entire subject. But like that, for each and every video also, we should write the objective. There are several models, but here I have proposed a model called ABCD model: audience, behavior, condition, and degree. Right? And before going into the studio or before recording the video, the teacher should write a script for the video, which is here called as a storyboard. Okay, so this is the format we suggest, and we don't have time to discuss all those things. Okay, right. Next thing is presentation skill. This is very important. See what you can. This is also understood by UGC only. Okay, what UGC says, you should not the people who appear on the screen should not read from a PowerPoint slide or read from a text which they keep in a printout. They are still in extempo. This is called as extempo talking. They should talk, see the camera and talk in extempo. Okay, do not read from teleprompter, not a spoken tutorial. Description of local visuals should be provided. Speak looking into camera, avoid plagiarisms. Okay, these are all the things that we should keep in our mind while we prepare the content. And there are several professionals who participate in producing these kind of content, video content. These are all the different professionals. But as a teacher, you know, you can leave all these four, the bottom four, but we play on as all these four roles: subject expert, content writer, presenter, instructional designer. We play all these roles. See, now before getting into learning management system, I will just show you the software which I told earlier, which is normally used in e-learning companies and all for producing the packages as well as for creating the content. Okay. You got it. Actually, this should be conducted as a workshop. Workshop means I should provide computer or laptop to all of you, and whenever I do, you should practice that. Only then you can complete this work. But however, since this is only a lecture, I will demonstrate. I will show you in free time. Just you go and access this software, use this software. Okay. See. No, ma'am. Actually, there are several screen recording software available and also lecture recording software available. Okay, there are so many screen recording software available. Many people suggest you that, and maybe you could have also gone undergone several trainings on that. Okay, but see, there are two differences. You can see, we can also use mobile phone to record a video. And there are professional video cameras like red camera and all, which is used in cinema production or television productions. There is a difference between this and that. Okay. So such kind of difference is the one using the screen recording software which are available free and this one. This is a professional tool which are used by e-learning companies in preparing the e-learning products. Okay, products. So there are only two products which are popular, that are used worldwide. One is this Adobe Captivate tool, and another one is Articulate Storyline. Okay, even Microsoft, if you go to my Windows, there is a tool called Microsoft Flipchart. Have you heard about that tool? Yes. See, if you go to Microsoft and just if you type, this is a free tool which is available. Microsoft Flipchart, and you can also record video and take a screen with this. Okay. But the tool which I am demonstrating has more robust features. But I am not going to show you all those features. Just I will show you the minimum ones. Okay. And you can explore the things when you have time. Okay. Right. See, I told you two tools: Adobe Captivate, and another one is Articulate Storyline. Now I am going to show Adobe Captivate tool. See, when you type Adobe Captivate, this is a tool. Oh, already it is 1 o'clock. When should I complete, ma'am? Okay, right. See, when you type Adobe Captivate, this tool is developed by a company called Adobe Incorporation. Okay, Adobe is a popular company which produces Photoshop, Illustrator kind of software, Adobe Premiere Pro kind of popular software. There are three tools available on their site itself. One is Adobe Captivate Prime, Prime, and another one is Adobe Captivate Classic, and another one is Adobe Captivate New. These three tools are available, and Adobe Captivate Classic is the one which is required for us. Adobe Captivate Prime is a learning management system. Okay, and Adobe Captivate New is the beta version that they have released this year. Okay, and that beta version doesn't have so many features. Okay, so it will take 1 or 2 years to release the full version. Maybe in that version, that all features will be included. So what you should do is you should download and use Adobe Captivate Classic. And for your information, you cannot get any pirated software for this tool. Even for Articulate Storyline, you cannot get a pirated one. For this also, you cannot. You should only get license. But how to use this temporarily or practicing is just if you have a Gmail ID, you can download the 30-day free trial version. So by downloading that, you can practice. And if the 30-day trial period is over, you can use another email ID and download and use another 30 days. Okay, so only that way you can use it. Just you can download the Adobe Captivate Classic by clicking here. So now let me go to the tool. See here, when you open the software, go to New, and I'm going to show you this feature alone, video demo feature, which is a screen recording feature with several features. Let me click on Create. Okay, so this window will appear. Okay, so these are all self-explanatory only. So I'm not going to tell you all these things. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Say now. Okay. recording ended. அதில் ஒன்றும் தெரியாது சும்மா since two webcam is connected to this system, it's not looking at the video. See, actually, she's showing that the webcam is messy. And the webcam temporarily remove பண்ணிட்டீங்களா?